Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. At the National Defense University in Islamabad, former President Asif Ali Zardari has urged the adoption of integrated policies and unified national leadership to confront Pakistan's growing security challenges. Addressing graduates of the 27th National Security Workshop, he called for a whole-of-nation approach, bringing together lawmakers, civil and military leadership, academia, and civil society to craft a comprehensive framework for national security. Zardari emphasized that unity, coordination, and informed leadership are essential for safeguarding Pakistan's sovereignty and long-term stability. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has ordered a stringent nationwide crackdown on fake visa agents after uncovering widespread fraud targeting job-seeking Pakistanis. During a surprise inspection at Islamabad International Airport, he reviewed immigration procedures and spoke directly with outbound passengers about their grievances. Naqvi vowed there would be no leniency for the agent mafia, insisting that travel will only be permitted with verified documentation. He also directed authorities to bar travelers carrying forged papers and to fast-track reforms aimed at creating more transparent and citizen-friendly immigration processes. For more on the situation at Islamabad International Airport, we can now go live to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William. Sarah, what are authorities saying on the ground?
Chris, officials here say the crackdown has already intensified, with additional verification teams deployed across departure counters. Many passengers told us they fear being exploited by fraudulent agents promising high-paying jobs abroad, only to abandon them after payment. Immigration staff say new protocols, including digital checks and rapid verification tools, are being introduced to curb forged documentation. However, travelers remain concerned about long queues and inconsistent enforcement. Authorities insist the reforms will ultimately streamline processes while protecting vulnerable citizens from exploitation.
Thank you, Sarah. Pakistan continues to strengthen its diplomatic ties as Egypt's Foreign Minister, Badr Abdelhadi, begins a two-day official visit. He met with his Pakistani counterpart and senior leadership to discuss enhanced cooperation in political, economic, and strategic sectors. Both nations described the meetings as productive and reaffirmed their commitment to deeper collaboration, reflecting long-standing bilateral relations and shared regional interests. In Balochistan, two explosions targeted a police checkpoint and a counter-terrorism department vehicle on Quetta's Kambrani Road. A grenade attack by unidentified motorcyclists was followed by an IED blast against a CTD vehicle responding to the scene. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. Security officials say the incidents are part of a rising wave of terrorist activity carried out by the banned Balochistan Liberation Army. Just a day earlier, three separate blasts occurred in Mokhtown and Mastum, followed by armed clashes with security forces across the province. Pakistanis may see some relief at fuel pumps this Sunday as the government moves to reduce petroleum prices for the next fortnight. Petrol is expected to fall by roughly 6 rupees and 30 paise per liter, bringing the ex-depot rate down to around 261 rupees and 75 paise. Diesel prices will also decline, offering some respite to commuters, transporters, and low-income households. Officials say the adjustment follows a slight dip in global oil prices, though the full benefit will depend on whether dealers pass reductions directly to consumers. Economists warn of a significant drop, as much as 30%, in Pakistan's exports to the United States as new U.S. tariffs take effect. The textile and garment industries, key drivers of employment in Karachi, Lahore, and Faisalabad, are expected to be hit hardest. Analysts say reduced U.S. demand could cost thousands of jobs and diminish much-needed foreign exchange inflows. They recommend aggressive export market diversification and targeted government incentives to help manufacturers stay afloat. And in Washington, President Donald Trump has moved to void all executive orders and directives issued during Joe Biden's presidency that were signed using an auto pen, a mechanical signature device commonly used for routine approvals. Trump claims the documents are invalid and without force or effect. The sweeping decision could unravel major Biden-era policies across immigration, climate regulation, education, and foreign aid, creating significant uncertainty about which directives remain legally enforceable. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.